Hey, it's Josh. It's your iFanboy mini for the day. The mini is the tiny comic book size version of the larger movie adaptation version of the iFanboy comic book show. This past weekend, Wanted came out. You can watch our longer show talking all about the comic book, which came out on Saturday. But to tell you really quickly about the movie, I have decided to take 1 minute to talk about it. And then Conor will respond. Okay, I have 1 minute. And start. This was a bad movie. I hated the comic book, and the comic book was better than this movie because at least the comic book pushed some boundaries or something. This movie, it just was boring, and every time they had a chance to do something sort of exciting, they just were ripping off from other movies. They took the glass thing from the Indiana Jones, or from Steven Spielberg's movies, and they took the whole time, there was the Pied Piper stuff, who knows? And when Angelina Jolie wants to kiss Wesley in front of her girlfriend, like in the book, she would have fucked him or something in front of him, but in this movie, no. And then there was the Loom of Fate. I don't know how they got Morgan Freeman to talk about the Loom of Fate. The Loom of Fate was dumb. It had nothing to do with anything, and until the very last action sequence, I thought it was pretty boringly directed. It was just stuff I'd seen before. It was nothing great. The last action sequence where he's running through the warehouse shooting people, that was pretty good. It was cool looking and everything, but overall, this movie did not do it for me, and there's parts where it just got laughably bad as far as I was concerned. It almost made me, boy, a minute goes by fast, doesn't it? All right, well, I'm turning it over to Conor.
Thanks, Josh. Well, I don't really need a lot of time to talk about Wanted. All I need to say is 3 words: Loom of Fate. Anytime you've got an entire movie that's based around a mystical loom that is weaving threads and telling people who to kill and what to do, you've got a problem. I'm pretty sure when they introduced the Loom of Fate in the film, I made this face. And I made that face for quite a while they went through the whole explanation of how this mystical loom weaved weavings, and then people read the weavings, and that's how they knew who to kill. That was awful. And this movie is almost not even a comic book movie because it's so far beyond the comic book that it was based on that it's almost laughable. There was a couple of good things. There was a really great action sequence at the very end. There was a couple of inventive things in the middle. It's almost like the next generation of action films, and that the action now is in this movie is so ridiculous and over the top that it's almost an extension from all the ridiculous over the top action films we've seen. So in that sense, it's probably going to be a crowd pleaser for the really sort of clever shoot 'em ups that they had. And the cast was good. The cast was well done. I liked all the different henchmen and assassins and everything, and anytime you have Terrence Stamp in a movie, it's good. But it was just dumb. Dumb. Loom of Fate. Back to you, Josh.
Well, thank you, Conor. If you want to know more about it, get and listen to our full audio podcast, which you can get from iFanboy.com on the Wanted movie. That's there. You can go see. You can watch our show on the Wanted comic book at revision3.com/iFanboy or at iFanboy.com. And that's about all. Thanks very much, and I hope you enjoyed the movie more than I did.
iFanboy Mini is brought to you by the HP Media Smart Connect. If you're looking for a great media center extender that can find all your digital media no matter where it lives in your home, look no further.
To learn more, join HP, Microsoft, and Texzilla's Patrick Norton on a webinar this July 8th. You can check it out at www.microsoft.com/HP Media Smart Connect.